U.S. State Department press briefing. Gaza ceasefire talks and humanitarian aid updates. On July 24, 2025, the United States Department of State held a press briefing to address the ongoing crisis in Gaza and other significant foreign policy developments. The session, led by Mr. Pigott, began with a statement from Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, who announced that the U.S. team would be withdrawn from Doha due to Hamas's lack of commitment to a ceasefire. Witkoff emphasized that despite the mediators' efforts, Hamas appeared uncoordinated and insincere in its peace overtures. The U.S. was now exploring alternative methods to secure the release of hostages and stabilize the situation in Gaza, expressing disappointment in Hamas's actions. This week, the U.S. demonstrated its commitment to peace, security, and prosperity through a proactive foreign policy. The Deputy Secretary of State for Management and Resources, Michael Rigas, embarked on a trip to Seoul and Manila to bolster the department's operational stance and deepen partnerships in the Indo-Pacific, a region vital to America's strategic and economic interests. Rigas's visit aligns with the administration's vision of a free, open, and secure Indo-Pacific. The White House highlighted significant progress on 3 major trade initiatives in the Indo-Pacific, underscoring the U.S.'s dedication to economic prosperity and long-term security in the region. President Trump signed a landmark economic agreement with Japan, one of America's closest allies and a key trading partner. This deal underscores the enduring strength of the U.S.-Japan relationship and advances mutual interests. The U.S. also reached a framework for negotiating a reciprocal trade agreement with Indonesia, a crucial step toward expanding bilateral economic ties and unlocking new opportunities for exporters in both countries. Additionally, President Trump welcomed President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. of the Philippines to Washington, where the two nations concluded a trade agreement aimed at reducing tariffs and enhancing market access, further strengthening their economic partnership. The U.S. expressed deep concern over the escalating violence along the Thailand-Cambodia border and the reported harm to civilians. The country called for an immediate cessation of hostilities, protection of civilians, and a peaceful resolution of the conflict. During the Q&A session, questions were raised about the U.S. role in Gaza ceasefire talks and alternative options being considered. Mr. Pigott clarified that the U.S. remained committed to ending the conflict, but emphasized that the issue lay with Hamas's lack of commitment to a ceasefire. He acknowledged the humanitarian crisis in Gaza, where dozens had died of starvation, and stated that the U.S. was delivering nearly 90 million meals to the region, ensuring that aid was not looted by Hamas. The briefing also touched on the U.S. stance on the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation, a mechanism for delivering aid to Gaza. While acknowledging the foundation's efforts, Mr. Pigott noted that it was never enough in a war zone and that the U.S. was dedicated to getting as much aid to those in need as possible. He also addressed concerns about planned cuts to PEPFAR, stating that the program would continue and expand. The session concluded with questions about the U.S. position on the Two-State Solution Conference and the extradition of Ahlam al-Tamimi from Jordan. Mr. Pigott confirmed that the U.S. would not attend the conference and reiterated the U.S. commitment to bringing Tamimi to justice. Throughout the briefing, Mr. Pigott emphasized the U.S. government's dedication to humanitarian efforts in Gaza and its commitment to addressing the crisis, despite the challenges posed by Hamas's actions.